Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. There's a hair on my mouth. I can't get it out. Anyway, welcome to my first YouTube video. Now, I will admit that this is the second time I'm filming this. The first time was okay, but the sound was out quite a bit. So I just wanted to redo it so it looked as good as possible. I also located my tripod, so my camera is in a far better position now as well. So that is great. I just realised my tripod's cracked. So for my first video, I'm just going to keep it simple and do the get to know me tag. When I looked the tag up on Google, there was one list of questions that I found, and then when I looked it up on YouTube, I found tags with the same question list or the 50 facts about me tag. So what I did was I actually Googled different get to know you questions and put my own list together with an existing tag and then a couple of other questions. I'll put all the questions down below, so if you do want to use the questions for your own channel, they are all listed there. But yeah, anyway, enough rambling, let's get right into the tag. The first question is, what is your middle name? My middle name is Taylor. What is your zodiac sign? I'm born in end of November, so I am a Sagittarius. What is the meaning behind your URL? My URL is taylormadelife. It is a bit of a play on words with my middle name being Taylor. It's all about creating your own journey to make your life the best life for you individually. So yes, it's sort of like tailor-made clothing or things like that, combined with the play on words with the spelling of my middle name. What is your favourite colour? My favourite colour is black. Now arguably the colour black is a shade, but yeah, if I had to pick a colour, that would be it. Question 5 is, who is your best friend? My best friend's name is Jamie, and no doubt in the future you will see him in some videos. We have been friends for a little over 5 years now, I believe, so we met back when I was at school. We get up to a lot of antics in life. I will be vlogging a bit, hopefully, on this channel. No doubt you'll see what we get up to. How many countries have you visited? So I have visited one country other than my home country. So I live in New Zealand, and I've only ever been to Australia, and I only went one time. So my travel abroad is limited at this stage. I sort of have a personal goal to visit 60 countries or more in my lifetime, so that's the plan. Question 7 is, what was your favourite subject in high school and what was your worst? My favourite subject in high school was a tie between media studies and early childhood. I was quite good at both subjects, and I really enjoyed them. I actually got an award in my last year of school for early childhood, so that's great. My worst subject in high school would have been science. I quit science as soon as I could. It just wasn't for me. I just didn't get it. It just wasn't happening for me. What is your favourite drink? So it doesn't specify alcoholic or not, so I'm going to do one of each. My favourite non-alcoholic drink would be coffee, trim caramel latte to be specific, or good old water to be honest. My favourite alcoholic drink would just be apple cider, or any cider really. Question 9 is, what is your favourite animal? My favourite animal is a giraffe. You can't see it right now and I'll show you one day, but my duvet cover is actually a giraffe duvet cover. I love giraffes. I think they're amazing. Maybe it's because I'm so short, but yeah, I love giraffes. I think they're great. Question 10 is 3 things that annoy me easily. One thing is when you are eating with people and they chew with their mouth open and make a lot of noise. I can't do it. It drives me nuts. And if I'm not eating and I'm just around people who are eating and you can hear the noises, I will actually leave. Yeah, I hate hearing people eat. The second thing that annoys me is when it is starting to get dark, or it is dark, and people think it's okay to drive around in the streets with no headlights on. Now my family says that I have a lot of road rage. I don't think I do, but it's controlled. It's probably controlled road rage. If you ever see a car when it's dark flashing its lights at you, it may be me telling you to turn your damn headlights on. And the third thing that annoys me easily is when you're doing your makeup and you spend what feels like hours blending out your eyeshadow, and then you go to put mascara on and it gets on your eyelid. Yeah. Number 11 is, what is your favourite perfume? Now, I have a few different perfumes that I love. One of those being Viva La Juicy by Juicy Couture. Another one is Flower by Kenzo. But my favourite scent is the Dior Hypnotic Poison. And it is a perfume that I do not own, simply because it is so expensive. I would love to own it. It's just hard to justify spending that in one purchase on a perfume. But yeah, every time I go into Farmers or to a beauty counter, I definitely spray it all over myself while I'm shopping. What is your favourite book? Now, I don't have a favourite singular book in particular. There are quite a lot of books that I do love reading. I've just reread the Harry Potter series and they are some of my favourites. But I'm going to pick a favourite series, and that series would be the Outlander series, written by Diana Gabaldon. They've also just been made into a TV series as well. The first season is the first book and the second season is the second book. They are currently 2 weeks into filming season 3 and I'm so excited! I cannot pick a favourite from the series because each book has its own charm, and to be honest, when I read them all very quickly, so they kind of created a very gigantic book for me as opposed to several individual books. But I would highly recommend it, and if you're not a reader, watch the series. 13 is, what is your favourite movie? Much like the books, I can't pick a favourite movie. I watch a lot of movies, I love a lot of movies, and I watch a lot of different genres as well. But whenever I'm asked what my favourite movies are, there are a couple that I always recommend. One of those is called Into the Wild. It's based on a true story, and the film is adapted from the book. This is the book here, in case you did want to read it. I am currently just a little way through it, so I still have quite a way to go. And the book is quite different to the film because of the way the timeline is laid out. So at the beginning of the book, you find out what happens at the end of the movie, which is a bit strange, but yeah. So I would recommend watching the movie first and getting captivated in that, and then read the true story book. Another film I recommend is Little Miss Sunshine, and that has Abigail Breslin in it back when she was younger. It also has Toni Collette in it, and it's an amazing film. It's funny, it's quite an indie film, but yeah, it's just one of my absolute favourites. So I recommend Into the Wild and Little Miss Sunshine. How many tattoos or piercings do you have? So I have 2 tattoos. I have one on the back of my rib cage. I also have one on my arm. The one on my arm is just an arrow. I have 3 piercings. So I have my earlobes pierced, even though there's nothing in them. I have this one up the top, but I have had more piercings in the past. So I've had my nose pierced twice. I've had this inside part of my ear done, and I believe there was another piercing I had in my ear. Oh, and I have a belly button done back in the day as well. I'm definitely looking to expand my tattoo collection, and I already have in mind the next one I'm getting, so I'm excited. Question 15 is, are you single or taken? I'm a single Pringle. I'm forever alone. No, I'm single, and that's all there is to say on that one. Do you have any siblings? Yes, in total I have 3 siblings. So I'm the eldest. Me and my brother share a mum. Me and my sister share a dad, and then I also have a stepbrother. So I live with my mum, my brother, my stepdad, and my stepbrother when he's here too. What are some of your favourite TV shows? The first one that comes to mind is Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who. Another one is Game of Thrones. Yes, I'm on the Game of Thrones bandwagon. I also love Vikings. Oh, and I'm currently watching Prison Break, and I'm loving that as well. And I have about a million other TV shows that are on my watch list on Netflix, which is waiting for me to watch as well. PC, computer, or Mac? I personally have a Mac. I have a MacBook Pro, and before I had that, I had one of those old school white MacBooks. Now, I bought my MacBook secondhand when I went studying, so it was already used when I got it. I got mine secondhand because they're so damn expensive. I really do think that Apple products are overpriced compared to a lot of the technology out there with other brands, but I can't help it. I love Mac, I love Apple. They look amazing, they run amazing. But my old faithful white MacBook ran with me for several years before it died earlier this year, and I had to upgrade and spend a lot more than I would have loved. But yeah, I prefer Mac over PC. I just think they're amazing to work with, and they look great. What phone do you have? So linking in with the last question, I do have an iPhone, which makes sense a bit when I have a MacBook because of the way they link together. I have the silver iPhone 6. It is my first iPhone I've ever had. Before that, I was on the Samsung bandwagon. With the way the technology is, I have considered jumping back on the Samsung track, mainly because the cameras are incredible now, but I am waiting to see what the new iPhone brings before I make a decision on that when I upgrade my phone. In question 20, the final question is, what is the last song you listened to? So I'm just going to bring up my Spotify. I use Spotify for all my music, and whenever I find a song that I like, I always just save it to my list. So I have a very random selection of music on my Spotify. There's so much saved that I can't save any more for my offline mode. And the last song I listened to is called Please Don't Go by Joel Adams. So I'll play you a snippet of the song so you can hear it. But yeah, that's Please Don't Go by Joel Adams. I actually got onto this song because it came up in ads on YouTube as one of those discover things, and I loved it. So I finally looked up on my Spotify and it's been on my list ever since. So that's all the questions in the Get to Know Me tag. I'll leave all the questions down below if you want to do the tag yourself. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment. As for what future content of this channel will be, we're just gonna wing it. But yeah, I'm hoping to upload at least once a week, if not multiple times. But my upload schedule will vary until I set a routine. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!